today I am going to be making some scones.
The recipe I'm going to be using is afternoon tea scones with strawberry jam and cream from the Redwall cookbook. I was obsessed with this series when I was younger, and the author, Brian, always does such a fantastic job of describing the food, so yeah, I was over the moon when my dad got me the recipe book. Some of the recipes were admittedly a little disappointing. There was like the one pie I forget the name of, but it was never as I pictured. Either way, but this I've always liked making a lot. They always taste really good, and my family recently made some jam, so this is just, the perfect recipe to choose right now. I'm gonna get out the ingredients and get started. So while I was baking, I had some thoughts. Life is fullest when you live in the present moment. I don't say this as an endorsement of reckless living where you don't plan for the future or learn from the past. Rather, I mean to highlight the importance of the present moment and living a happy life. Think about it. The past you look back on is made up of moments which were once present moments. Likewise, that future you're likely stressing over is built upon the moments happening right now. What you do now is undeniably significant. So what does this have to do with baking? Well, long story short, my parents had made strawberry jam the previous night, and I had the urge to bake some scones to go with it because I didn't help them make the jam, and looking back on it, I had regretted it. I have a dozen different projects and things to do, but I hadn't allowed myself to go and enjoy some time with my parents learning how to make jam. So I decided I'm going to allow myself to take the time to bake. While you can't change the past, I can't go back and join my parents while they made the jam, you can learn from it. Living in the present moment and appreciating it for what it is rather than fretting over the future is something I struggle with, and I think a lot of writers and creators do also. Students, just honestly anyone. We get caught up in our projects and how we want them to turn out and dreaming about when we finally make it, and in doing so, forget to take each moment at its fullest. It's good. In fact, it's great to plan ahead and to be as prepared as possible, but not at the expense of a simple truth, that we don't live in the future, we live right now, in the present. These scones aren't going to aid me in publishing. They're not a major step in any of my projects. They're simply a familiar recipe I wanted to make and enjoy. I'm happy to say that I did. So I encourage you now to stop, take a deep breath, and really let yourself be aware of what's currently happening. Don't be afraid to live in the present moment and see what it brings you. You might be surprised.